Hello my friends and welcome back to the rabbit hole. If you remember, a couple of weeks ago I said I was going to be delving deeper into Korean skincare. I've ultimately decided to segment these reviews into an Ulta video and a Sephora video, and of course today's video will be the Korean skincare at Ulta. So obviously this video is only going to be on 3 of the brands curated at Ulta. I'm going to kind of give you an overview of each of the brands and then talk about my experience using the products. Some of these have been 2 weeks of use and some of them have been longer. And just for fun, let's go ahead and do this video best to worst, starting with what I think is the best of these 3 brands. Some of you can guess. You knew I was going to go with Peach and Lily. I've been raving about this brand for weeks now. Okay, so here's the deal as concisely as I can make this. So obviously I review skincare. Now even if I have good results with the product, if I look at the ingredients list and I see a lot of potential irritants, fragrance, then I feel like I gotta be really careful in making that clear because it means that it's not going to work for everybody, even if it worked for me. I wish so much, or I have wished for so long, that, I could find brands where I didn't really worry, where I felt like, okay, maybe there's some amount of people that can't use it. And to be fair, you should patch test absolutely everything. But I do think the vast majority of people will be able to use this brand without problems. And that's the whole deal with this brand. They have this Peach and Lily promise that it's not going to be a problem, again, for the vast majority of people. Most of their ingredients lists are short. This is actually so much better than getting a product with 200 ingredients in it, and then you gotta worry about an allergic reaction with one of 200. These are short, get to the point, no added nonsense. So this right here is the product that started it all for me, and I suspect for a lot of other people as well. This was in the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, and it sold out that day, so I know a lot of people got it. This is the Glass Skin Refining Serum. It retails for $39 for 1.35 ounces, larger size than most serums. And what they promise with this, you've got peach extract and peptide complex. It's supposed to be for achieving that glass skin look. It's supposed to be great for dehydrated skin, contains 3 different forms of hyaluronic acid. So basically, it's a product for calming, hydrating, brightening, and firming. Now here's the reality of using it. This is a much more lightweight product than I initially thought that it would be. It's a clear serum. It melts into the skin very easily, doesn't leave any kind of residue behind. It's not sticky at all. I think the reason this is such a great product is because I think every skin type can use that. Obviously it looks a little bit moist on my skin right now. Sorry if you hate that word. But you may even be able to see it's rapidly sinking in. Again, I think even oily skin types will be able to use this without any kind of problem. And if you do have more dry skin, it is still very, very nice. Now that said, it is not a super complex serum, so if you do have a more mature skin type, I think it on its own might not be enough. And I do think if you have a drier skin type, as I do, it may not be quite enough for you. Of course, this is really easy to resolve this issue. If you do have dry skin and a serum's not enough, all you need to do is either add an additional serum, choose a heavier weight moisturizer, or add an oil over top. This has probably been 30-45 seconds. It's already disappeared into my skin, leaves my skin looking radiant. But it really is an absolutely incredible product where really the only con is it might not be quite enough for drier skin types, but don't be afraid to layer it, because to be able to add in that many hyaluronic acid complexes early on in your skincare routine, this is going to be great after your toner, after your essence. If you have dry skin, then keep layering. You are going to end up with such gorgeous skin. I don't usually say things like that, but I really genuinely feel extremely confident in not just this product, but this brand. Let's go over what I bought in the Instant Rescue Kit. This is $39 with a $62 value. So I have really been enjoying the Wild Dew Treatment Essence. This is a fairly simple product, all things considered though. It does retail for $39 for 3.38 ounces. I don't think it's as much of a must-have, but it is still a nice product. So what you get with this is You get hyaluronic acid again, you're getting antioxidants. It's going to be a brightening formula that again will not irritate and may even help to reduce any acne or inflammation. It looks pretty watery, but it has enough viscosity that you do not need to use a cotton pad. That is so important for me with essences. I don't want to be having to throw away a ton of extra waste. I've talked about this a lot on my channel. So, just pour some into your hand, tap it gently onto your face. I do really like it, but again, I think it's kind of one of those, do you need it? Do you need to add extra hydration? If you have dry skin, again, you may enjoy it. I think if you have more oily skin, you can probably pass. Even if you have more normal skin, you may not need an essence as an entire category. Then we have the Super Reboot Resurfacing Mask. This one retails for $43 for 2.7 ounces. It is made with, let me make sure I'm saying this right, 10% AHA, 0.5% BHA, and then blue agave as well. Now I'm going to be upfront that I've only tried this twice. I have to be really cautious not to overdo my AHA usage, and you should probably be cautious about that as well, especially depending on your skin type. Some people can do it more than others. But I have enjoyed it. It is a 15 to 20 minute mask, and it has a very light texture. I feel like if I tip it completely, it's going to pour right out. Can you see? Oh, okay. I feel like this type of product has been trending for so long that I'd be actually floored if you haven't tried an AHA product. AHAs are really good for reducing the appearance of scars, minimizing the appearance of pore size, and the BHA is a very nice touch. That is something that is going to help to prevent acne breakouts. What I'm going to say separates this from a lot of the other AHA products that I've tried, or at least a lot of them, is that this too contains aloe. It contains those soothing types of ingredients that you also find in, let's see, Pixie's Glow Tonic. Also, if that is more soothing to you than some AHAs on the market, you're going to have a similar soothing experience with this, even though you still do get a bit of a tingle, as you'd expect from the AHAs. It does have a couple ingredients to know about if you have allergies, including licorice and lavender. Overall, what I would say is if you haven't yet found an AHA that your skin can tolerate, this one might be worth trying. It's not something that I see myself buying in a full size, just because I've tried so many products like this at this point. And again, I swear by them, but I also kind of feel like I've kind of hit a point of I don't need to use these products as much because I've minimized my acne scars. All right, let's talk about the full-size product that comes in that kit, or you can buy this on its own. This retails for $28 for 1.69 ounces. This is a product that I think is going to be very polarizing, and I think that this should not have been the full size in this set. That said, I'm happy to report that I personally love it. What this is it's a Vaseline alternative. I'm just gonna say it because that's what it is. This rescue balm melts right into the skin to soften, hydrate, and protect, free of mineral oil or petrolatum. See, I told you. This balm pampers you with a beautiful blend of sunflower seed oil, cactus root extract, and ceramides. The result is smooth, soft, supple skin. I agree with all that, but I don't think you're gonna like this if you have oily skin. Also, you're probably gonna have a hard time using this through the day. I have found that it does not work well under makeup in the slightest. I mean, look at how thick it is. It's extremely thick. And you see that thick greasiness that I now have on my hand, and even the finger I used to spread it with? This is a very greasy product. Now again, if you have dry skin and you're looking for a product to leave on your face overnight, it's actually incredible. But again, I don't think it's for everybody. I feel like I have to wash my pillowcase more often because of how greasy it is. I feel like I have to wash my hair more often. So I've established that this is a good option only if you're looking for a heavy, even somewhat greasy occlusive for nighttime use. If you fit all those criteria, the one other detail you need to know about this product is that it's a little hard to squeeze it out of the tube. This is something you'll see the reviewers comment on under the reviews of this product. It doesn't bother me. I actually kind of prefer it because it's so thick. I feel like if this was a larger opening, you'd get too much out. So that's a con that I want you to be aware of, but one where I'm like, no, it totally makes sense. Let's talk about Too Cool for School next. So this is a brand that has been on the Ulta website for quite a while. Most of you watching, you may have tried some products from this brand. I believe this one went out in some subscription boxes a long time ago. This is actually a great product. Let me give you an overview of the brand really quickly. So according to them, rules are meant to be broken. I'm not so sure about that one, too cool for school. You know, I think that maybe there are some antiquated ideas around skincare, like Clinique's toners, for example. But I'm not really sure on breaking all of the rules. I've personally found, in my experience, that sticking with the skincare rules has had better results for me, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I actually do really like this brand. They also focus heavily on diversity, making sure that they make it known that their products are not just for a certain age range, not just for a certain gender, and I really do appreciate that about this brand. Now, what I'm going to tell you is I get the feeling that this is the Dr. Jart of Ulta. That's my opinion. I think this product right here is a dupe for the Dr. Jart Ceramidin cream in so many ways. Skincare dupes are a little bit hard to talk about because the ingredients will never match up, but in usage, it's so similar to using Ceramidin. Let me actually put this on this hand. So there you go. You can see that this is a very, very thick cream. Oh, it is so hydrating. If you have dry skin, if you like Dr. Jart Ceramidin, you are probably going to love this, and it is a bit more affordable. This one is $36 for 1.76 ounces. Now, it does have a long ingredients list, so this is another one of those products where you are going to need to check those ingredients if you do have allergies. Also worth mentioning, kind of half of that list is likely in very low quantities in this product. Something that's very high in this formula, you know, it's called the Egg Mellow Cream. It is indeed high in egg yolk. That's going to give you fatty acids, but I'm not... Is that the rules are meant to be broken? Too cool for school? Because I can't think of egg yolk appearing in any other skincare I've tried. But I can't hate on it because I actually really have enjoyed this. I think it is a great product as long as the ingredients list works out for you. I think if you have dry skin, you're going to feel it locking in moisture, all your previous skincare ingredients all day long. I really liked this. I also bought several of their sheet masks. I'm just going to tell you now, if you're interested in the coconut ones, they stopped carrying them on the Ulta website. You may still be able to find them in store, but I guess we won't spend a lot of time on them in this video because this is an Ulta video and they're no longer there. So we'll talk about the one that's left. Now, this is the egg cream mask. It is $6 each, and the good news is I do think this is the best of all three masks that I tried. So they're saying this is a firming and nourishing ultrafine microfiber mask plus wrinkle improvement properties. I'm going to say I really did enjoy it. I think it's on par with the Dr. Jart. However, it's kind of the same price. So I'm not sure that I will repurchase it, even though I did enjoy it. I do feel like it's a very good mask. I guess I also feel like there are a lot of good masks in this $6 price range, so it didn't stand out to me to the level that their moisturizer did. And this brings us to the last brand in this video. Now, I want to be clear, this is my worst brand out of these three, but I actually still have some things that I like about this brand, so we're going to be talking about I Do Care. And to give you a quick overview of this brand, they claim to be fun yet effective. A cutesy brand, if you will. So for example, I'm holding up the Illuminating Diamond Peel-Off Mask. This goes onto your skin and looks illuminating. It's a peel-off mask. The vibe that I get from this brand is that it might be geared a little younger. But again, I didn't hate it. So let me start with my favorite from the brand. This is the Cake My Day Hydrating Sprinkle Wash-Off Mask. And it is indeed a hydrating mask that is loaded with sprinkles. I critiqued Too Faced rather heavily for releasing a mask that contained glitter. Because here's the deal, glitter doesn't do anything for your skin. What's it doing in a skincare product? Now you might be thinking, as I did the first time I looked at this, oh no, sprinkles. Why do we have to keep putting things into skincare that have no use? But this is actually a useful aesthetic touch here. These little sprinkles actually burst open to deliver your skin the ingredients within. It's not unlike, oh, what's the brand? I can't think of the brand right now, but I had tried this product that contained little beads that burst open and contain vitamin C. It's the same deal. Now this is a wash-off hydrating mask, which always kind of perplexes me, and I personally tend to prefer a leave-on hydrating mask, as you shouldn't necessarily have to wash it off. But this is also a kaolin mask, so you kind of get a drying hydrating mask. Again, I can't argue with the results though. You actually are left with skin feeling much more hydrated. It's soft to the touch after you use it. I actually like it. So with this one, it's kind of an adorable, fun, and actually effective mask. Now, moving on to the peel-off mask. The Disco Kitten mask is $23 for 2.87 ounces. I don't remember what deal I got on this, but I did get some kind of a deal. So typically, I don't love peel-off masks. I just don't love them as a category. They're not really the best for dry skin types like myself. They also are not going to be the highest impact masks ever, because in order to make that peel-off effect, you need polyvinyl alcohol, you need alcohol. These need to be way up in the ingredients list, and those aren't doing anything good for your skin. We've had some real tragedies happen on this channel with peel-off masks. This is not one of those really hard on the skin masks. This one peels off easily. I will say it leaves your skin, this one leaves your skin illuminating. I didn't hate it, but I also don't feel, again, I don't feel like this is the most bang for your buck, specifically from a skincare perspective. I often think that these peel-off masks are kind of more for fun, and I know that this is a difficult topic to talk about, because for some people, skincare cannot possibly equal fun. Like, there's no relation between those two. And then, think back to high school sleepover parties. Masks were fun. So I guess what I'm saying with this is I actually do think this would be nice for a slumber party. Now, is that a realistic way to recommend a product? I don't think it is, personally. But some people are looking for that. So if that's what you're looking for, you just want to have fun with skincare and not damage your skin in the process, yeah, I think that's a good use for it. Let's end with the last product from I Do Care. This is the Bright Side Up Brightening Vitamin C Serum. This retails for $25 for an ounce, and I only have the sample. I will not be buying the full size. Well, let me show you. So here is the sample. You can see that it is hopefully you can see, it's a very red liquid, a bit sticky. This lightweight jelly serum is packed with vitamin C to help you see brightening results, formulated with additional nourishing vitamins plus antioxidant-rich grapefruit extract, bringing dull skin back to the bright side. I have a lot of concerns with this product. I actually was a bit intrigued when I looked at the ingredients list and realized this has tranexamic acid in it, so there you go. I've been trying tranexamic acid without knowing it. We talked about that in Sunday's video. That's an ingredient to help reduce dark spots. My problem with this product, and the main reason I'm not interested in continuing to use it, is where's the vitamin C? This to me is one of those products where it kind of makes me feel like I am a little bit off in my head, but then I look at the ingredients and I'm like, you've got phenoxyethanol listed very high in this ingredients list, upon which anything that follows it is going to be less than 1%, and that's where we see grapefruit extract. Is that the vitamin C? Oh, there it is. I finally found it. Ascorbic acid listed way towards the end of this list. So you're barely getting vitamin C in this. Now, that said, this may be an effective product because of that tranexamic acid. Maybe somebody has dark spots or acne scars that they're trying to clear up. Maybe they're like, oh my gosh, this product is actually brightening as promised, but it's not brightening because it's got a ton of vitamin C. So I feel like this is one of those products where even though I see the potential for results, I'm mad at it for misleading. Yeah, I feel like that's a fair word, because if you're telling people this is vitamin C, but it's like 0.05% vitamin C, then people are going to think, okay, so it's the vitamin C that did this for me. They're not going to know that it's actually another ingredient. So hopefully that kind of conveys why I probably won't buy anything else from this brand. I wasn't blown away. I was unimpressed with one product, even if I did like the cuteness and effectiveness of another. It was just kind of overall. Whereas I don't think this is going to be the last time you hear about the Peach and Lily brand from me, and I do definitely think we're going to talk more about Too Cool for School as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you have experience with these products, or if you've tried other products from these brands, please leave your comments below. I welcome all feedback. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the Sephora version, and I'll see you guys next time.